Hello everyone. So in the earlier videos we have watched how to place up textures and how to bring down the materials from the 3D warehouse. Okay, so all those extensions have been used for bringing up the materials up there in the cupboards, as well as you might see the materials right up here. Like you can see a random textbook being placed over a pillow. Okay, so the scene should be like, it should be kind of, if you want a scene to be realistic, then you have to place up things which are quite like they are being placed at like randomly. Okay, if you place everything symmetrically, then it won't look be like to be a realistic file. So properly, we even basically and majorly, we our main focus will be on the rendered materials, like which we are about to render. Okay, and also another focus will be on the materials which we are placing in these files, like the objects, which are the 3D objects which are right up there. You can see the 3 bags which are being kept up there in the wardrobe. They are kept randomly. Okay, and even you can see some of the things, like you can see some of the petals down up there, as well as you can see the random books which are being kept on the pillow. So they are being kept because so that you can whenever you take out a render, so that it can look realistic. So we will be moving on to the scene 4 and we will be doing the rendering part. Okay, so first of all, whenever you are doing the rendering part, I click on the scene 4, you can see right up there the portion here is like a bit more, then the portion here is bit less. Okay, so the frame is not in quiet posture, so we will be taking it into a quiet posture whenever we are taking out the renders. So you can see the baseline is going straight and the other lines are going along with the screen. Okay, so that's the main thing you have to keep your eyes on. Okay, so all these basic things are important to us. Okay, and after this we will be going on to the render part, and we will be going to the V-Ray settings bar. Okay, it might take some time when you are first time opening the file after you have made the changes and saved it. Then it might take some time whenever you import. Okay, so basically our basic render settings are like these. Okay, so shall I tell you some of the things which I have rendered before letting you all these lectures? Okay, so right now this is our render settings. Okay, so it totally depends on you what type of render engine you want to choose, CPU or CUDA. Okay, which is the GPU, and the RTX is with the the NVIDIA render. Okay, and the interactive render I have shown you earlier in the earlier getting started videos. You might have seen the interactive render. Whenever you just plug it in, it will be instantly rendering you the image out there. And update effects are whenever you are rendering things, then if you want the updates to be like rapid, so that you will be able to visualize all the things, so you can just go with it. Okay, and denoiser is the best thing which is V-Ray is good at. Okay, so then comes the camera, in which you don't have to do any of the changes. Then comes the render output, where you have to apply the the render output, the frame, safe frame, which is this black portion. Okay, you have to apply this one. And then there's animation. You don't have to do anything with the animation. Environment is for the whenever you are applying the HDRI maps, most of the things, if you apply the HDRI map in here with SketchUp, then it becomes quite difficult. Okay, so mostly if you want to take out the exterior renders, you can go up with the the other softwares like Lumion. Okay, along with the SketchUp. Okay, so you can just directly sync in from here to there. So there is one more thing you have to keep in mind whenever you are rendering. You don't have to change any of the settings up here. Whatever you do is here. Okay, so whatever kind of quality you want, you have to just give that quality, that you want a very high quality, and rapid effect should be there with V-Ray. So I'm sharing you 2 of the images. Okay, like which is possibly this one. Okay, 1 second, this one. Okay, so you can zoom it in. Okay, so you can see the clarity of the image. Okay, so it's right up there, and you can see all the shining. Like I have painted the golden color to this handle, door handle, as well as the channel I have applied in it. A T profile I have applied in the door. Okay, so you can see, like there is no like noise effect or anything in this. Okay, so you can even focus on in here. If you are going to more pixels even, then you won't be getting that much effect. Okay, like the pixels are getting ruptured up or something, you will be getting a soothing effect up there. Okay, so everything like here is fine. Okay, so I will be sharing this image. Okay, this image I have taken it out from on the basis of this V-Ray settings, the render settings. So you can note it all these settings, like it was CPU. Okay, and you can note up all these settings. Okay, and you can go with the rendering process. Okay, and definitely you will be able to get this kind of render. Okay, and even I will be providing you the I will be saving this if you want, if you want a file like this kind of settings, you have to implement on some other file, you can definitely implement on it. Okay, so basic thing for implementing this file will be like first of all you will be saving this file, and you will be saving it to the any of the folders whichever you want, like even on desktop or anywhere. Okay, and you can just save it up there, and whenever you want to open up any of the render settings, like you can make some of the changes. Okay, so I'm making few of the changes, and I will be loading that file now up here. So you can see I have clicked on this icon to load a file. Okay, so I will be clicking up here, and then I will be opening it up. So you can see all the changes are being made again. So I will be providing you with a few of our render settings, so you can directly implement it on your SketchUp or V-Ray setting bar. Okay, so remember one thing, the image I have shown you right now, this one, which is I think 1 second, it is J1 image. Okay, so you can just zoom in. Okay, and you can see all the things crystal clear. Okay, like everything is visible quite well. Okay, and the plants even, okay, with the black background, they are being highlighted up quite nicely. So basically you have to just if you want this kind of render, then it might take about my laptop, which is of very higher configuration. Even our PC, which is of very higher configuration, it has taken about nearly 6 hours. Okay, so for the rendering process only, and then the other finishing parts are being done, which are to be done on the image editor part, can be done. Okay, so this image has taken, this is the raw image which has taken nearly about 6 hours. Okay, and there is another image to this, which is J2. It has taken nearly hardly it has taken, you can see even the Sony written up right there isn't that much visible, but it will be okay to your clients. Okay, so they can have a look about it. So you can go up with this render settings. It has came out by doing this, and here clicking on NVIDIA, and this one was on. Okay, so I will be providing you both these settings on your drive link. Okay, you have to just click in V-Ray settings, and there you will be finding a folder of V-Ray settings, and there you can just list it up, the setting box. Okay, and you can just load up any of the 2 settings or 3 settings might be there. Okay, so you can just load it up, and you will be able to observe the changes. And then I have taken some more renders from the same view I was earlier. You can see the J3. Okay, so you can see the previous image, the J1, and this one you might see the you know the whole image. Like if we don't zoom it in, then the image is looking like, it's a great outcome. Okay, in less period of time, it took like nearly half an hour. Okay, half an hour it took, and this was the render effect. Even I think less than half an hour, 20 minutes or something, and this was the render output. Okay, so we are providing with this also the setting panel. Okay, and there's one more image to that one only. Okay, so this was being there's nothing being appear. Okay, than the previous one, which took 6 hours. Definitely if something is taking time, then there might be, the render quality might be very nice, so that's why it has taken that much time. So basically you can see this render settings has taken this much time, and it has provided us this kind of outcome. So it totally depends on you what kind of render settings you want to make, so that you will be getting that kind of outcome. If you want the outcome to be really bit faster, then you can go up with the render settings I'm showing you up here. Okay, so you can just go up with these render settings. You have to click on CUDA. Okay, and then you have to go with very high, rapid, and then NVIDIA. Okay, so like you can even I can provide you a render up here. Okay, so you will be able to have a look up to it. Okay, so you can see the renders are the pixels are doing the job up here, and I think it might take you around nearly 20 minutes approximately. So we will be not skipping this part. Okay, the whole video will be rendering up, okay, in front of you, so that I can assure you that these kind of renders are quite possible on these kind of render settings. And I have, as told you earlier, the previous kind of render settings which I told you, which just came up, the render settings which came up earlier. Okay, they were really nice, but the thing is they need to be they need to be have some time you have to provide to it, and you will definitely get that kind of render settings as well. Okay, so you have to just make up those render settings, and it will take time, approximately 4 to 6 hours of time it will take, and you will definitely be getting a close up, you will be getting a crystal clear image effects up there. Okay, so this is kind of this image you can show up to the clients. You can't zoom it in much more, but it will be if you want to if there's a client who is urgently asking you about the pictures of their project, or you want to complete a site up very quickly, you have to place up some you have to you want some of the things to be done for the client. Okay, which is to be done bit faster, so you can go up with these render settings, and definitely it will work. And one more thing, always keep in mind, whenever you are doing the render process, just remember one thing: the textures you have applied should be of high quality. And I'm saying it again because if you are not applying the high quality textures, it won't be it will be totally null and void, and you won't be getting these kind of render effects. Okay, it won't be you can't present things. It will be more cartoonistic and less realistic then. So you have to work on textures up there, and you have you can even purchase in, there are some of the websites from where you can purchase in the textures as well. And even if you want, there are some textures provided by us in the drive link as well as the website. Okay, so you can just go and check it up, and you guys you will be getting a good render effect after doing all these settings. So thank you, and keep watching this video, and I will be back in a minute. After this, the whole part of render is done, then I will be back up. So you can just you can just check it out, that we aren't making any, we aren't making any magics up there, and we aren't making up any, the things up there. You are just getting all the effects up there, okay, after making that particular render setting. So thank you, and I will be just back in a minute or two. Okay. Hello, welcome back. So as you have seen, it has taken very less time to render. Okay, so only few frames are left which are to be rendered. Okay, so it will be done within a minute time or so. So like you have seen, it has been quite fast. Okay, than the earlier rendering processes. So I will be even providing you one more rendering setting. Okay, in which will be a very high quality render setting. Okay, and I will be even fast forwarding that video up to up to a very fine speed. Okay, so you can just check it out, and I will be telling you at what time we have started the rendering process and what time it has taken. So here it is. Only two blocks are left which are to be rendered. I think it might take near about half a minute or something. Yeah, so now it will be it will be complete. Yeah, here it is. So you can just check it out, and you can even zoom it in and zoom it out, and you can even check the things that they are going quite well. Okay, so the render quality is quite fine and even good looking as well. Okay, so even you can move up with this render as well. But sometimes, quite often, it's the client might not favor up this thing. So if you want a very high quality render, then you can go up with that one as well. So I can save up this thing via you have to go up to this save bar, and you can just type in whatever you want to save. It is J4. I will be saving it as J5. Okay, and it will be done. Save. So the rendered image will be done up here. Okay, in this manner. Okay, sometimes due to heavy load or something, it might the render settings might change up. Okay, so here it is. We are back, and I will be saving this format. Okay, and I will be save this render setting. Okay, and it will be like interior. Near about, it took half hour, so I will be typing it as half hour. Okay, so whenever you want to use this render setting, I will be providing it to you in the drive link or the group. Okay, so you will be able to use it. Okay, so one more render setting I will be telling you, in which I will be switching on to V-Ray. Okay, and it will be the CPU one or the RTX one. Okay, and we will be using any of those. Okay, so basically any of those will be they will be helping you out in good and very nice quality render. So it will be basically depending on you what kind of render you want and what kind of rendering work you want to present to your client. Okay, so there will be a next rendering video, okay, after this. Okay, and I will be showing you the render settings on your display screen here up. Okay, so the render settings I will be showing up to you here will be the same render settings on which we will be rendering the things out. Okay, so even the last render picture I can show up you is the J5. Okay, yeah, so here it is, and the other one which we have, the J1, which we have rendered on the same I want to close this one, and here it is. So it's clear. The comparison is you can see the plant here. The yellow petals of this plant is quite blurry, and here they are quite sharp. Okay, so try to zoom it up to 42, and here also we will zoom up to 42. Okay, I think 43 won't make up any difference. So you can see the difference. The blurry effect is up here, and you can see the crystal clear image up here. Okay, so if we increase it up to 69, so yeah, you can still see the number written on 8 and the line on the cap, and you can see the image patching up here, and you can see the door handle up here. The rod, you can even go up with the rod. You can see the clarity of this rod. It's kind of quite realistic. And the door handle, you can also go up with this one, the quality of the door handle coming up here. So this portion will take about 6 to 4 hours, and this portion will take about 1.5 hour. Okay, cancel. So here is the full image. You can see both the images are like quite good. They are quite great enough. You can use any of the render settings. They are quite okay to your client. They won't be expecting much higher than this. So you can go up with this half an hour render settings. Okay, and it will be quite quite good, even quite attractive to your client. Some of the things you can do up with this is like you can go up to the Photoshop. You can watch some of the tutorials of Photoshop, and you can do some of the things up here. Okay, while in this one no Photoshop is required. You have to just spare up 4 to 6 hours for this kind of render. Okay, so this kind of render settings is being told to you earlier. Okay, like I've shown you the full video. Okay, this whole video is depending on this render settings, the J5. Okay, I am closing this one. If you want this kind of render settings, like this kind of render you want, then the render settings we will be doing will be in the next video. And whatever time it will be taking, the whole process will be like a time lapse. Okay, and I will be like providing you that whole video. Okay, and you can just check it out yourself, which kind of thing you want. I would like probably suggest you to go up with this half. Okay, the half an hour render setting. Okay, it would be great. And if you go with this one, open, you can like have a look. Okay, in this one only you can have a look how much time it takes even for loading the files. Okay, so you can see up in this video. Okay, so there the scene is being building up. Okay, it I'm damn sure it might be taking near about an hour or two, or even 4 hours. Minimum 4 hours will be required to getting that kind of J1 kind of image, realistic image. So there are different scenes which I have added up in here. If you want this render to be done, we can go up with this render, but like it will be taking some time. So we will be stopping it here. Okay, and we will be closing up this, and I will be moving you to a different scene, which is scene 3. Okay, and which is the scene 5. So I've told you I've taken out the render for this one as well. So it was this one, I think, J5. No, it was the next one, I think. This is the scene 3, I think. No. Yeah, this one. Okay, so this one was the render. You can see the picture up here. Yeah, here's this one render. Okay, the scene which is being which is being currently in the display. Okay, so here's the scene, and you can watch the scene up here. Okay, and this one was the scene, and we have rendered it up like this. So it's kind of bit perfect for your client. You can go up with this one. Okay, or if we are going with the scene 3, okay, which is this one. Okay. Yeah, so if we are going up with this scene, yeah, this one is the scene. Okay. Okay, so this one is the scene, you can just check it out. Okay, so this scene is basically like the okay sort of kind of thing. The J1 was kind of quite amazing. Okay, so I will be providing you both the settings. You can go up with any of those settings and you can have a good render like this. Okay, so thank you, and wish all the best for having a good quality render. Okay, so if any doubts, you can just contact us, our support team, and I will or someone else will be there to helping you out in resolving your doubts. Thank you, and if if you have any other render video, or we will be basically providing you a render settings video after this, in which we will be making some of the changes to the render, and if you like any of those renders, you can just go up with that one. Okay, so thank you and have a great day.